Next up, stage selection. Are they going to go with their main character?
All right, I'm ready.
Our fighters have chosen their characters. The battle is just seconds away. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
All right, round one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Opts for the throw. Goes for the fireball. Those aren't working here. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Throws him down. Knockdown. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Box him with a target combo. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The jump in is denied. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Lots of distance here as both fighters look for an opening. KO! Player 2 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win. Slips the grab. Low heavy. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Throw whips. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Closes the gap for the grab. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill it. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Player 2 straight up put their opponent on a poster. Immediate jump in. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Hits them with a stop and block. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Knockdown and player 1, the throw connects. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Wall flat into the guard break. Player 2 closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure. KO. Player 2 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win. Checking their opponent. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 1 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage on them. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Takes a trip. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Jumps in. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Checks them with a projectile. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Trying to read each other here? Drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. KO! Player 2 is winning with the greatest of ease.
Round 3.
Immediate jump in. Grabs him, baits out the attack, and gets the punish counter. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Will that super be the turning point? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Smart play with the throw. Experiencing burnout. Risky knocked him out of the air. Closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Shoots off a fireball up close. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Player 1 chases them down. Oh! Grabs them. Steps in for the throw. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Heats it up with a combo into super. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Does a good job of pushing back. One combo can end this round right now. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Sandblast! Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Looking for a chance. Confirm on the impact. To come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 1 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win. Everything up until now, and everything from that parry may be just the catalyst they need. Gets the counter out. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Taking stock. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Oh, easy tag. Bops him with a target combo. Throws him to negate the block. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Can this be a super art? Pops for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Player 1 might have just Moses with the throw. Hitting him with a smart stuff. It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Hits with the overhead. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. How will this impact things? Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. KO! Player 2 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Nails the anti-air. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with some. Hit them with a stop and pop. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Managing to stop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Can't pumps the brakes on the impact in there. What? Player 2 brings it home. Let's
Fighting ground. 1-on-1.
Next up, stage selection. It's time to select the fighter.
Alright, let's get it. As a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed.
Alright,
Crazy, but
I'm
you
ready.
is not my psychiatrist.
Now that our fighters have chosen their characters, it's time to go. Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. No good up high. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Denies that throw attempt. These two fighters are perfectly synced. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Jumps in. Oh, easy tag. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Taking stock. Player 1 rising uppercut. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. They break things off to take a quick breather. Shoots off a fireball up close. Jumps. KO. Player 2 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Throws him. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Will this super art connect? Goes for the super art? Jumps? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Impacts a no-go. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still with the prism open with a Shoryuken. Player 2 needs to use the prep, sneaks in the throw. It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Spends the whole meter to try and score some ridiculous damage.
What's wrong? Get up!
How's this round going to develop? Goes for the super art? The super art finds its mark. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning switch. Heats it up with a combo into super. All right, what's coming up next? The jostling for the dominant. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. The kick hits. Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Did well to get the buff in there. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. They both have full drive gauges on super art. Opts for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Anti-air in the clutch. Are they going to close it out? Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Throws them to negate the block. The impact gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Throws him down. What are they thinking here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Are they trying to beat out the jump? Projectile to try and change the situation. The jump in is denied. Will this super art connect? Spends it on the super art. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Takes a trip. Risky up close scrap still going. The throw missed. Jump. Each hit is so important here. To come from the brink like that, what a comeback. Player 1 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace.
Heads up!
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. The grab misses. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent hits them with a stop and block? Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Knockdown, and they're going for the super art? Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Their spacing is so on point. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 1 straight up put their opponent on a post. Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Sandblast springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Uses the gauge for a super art. Their spacing is so on in there. I smell a comeback in the works. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. No holding back. Goes all out for the big damage. Sandblast. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Barely blocks the jump in. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Denied! Flatlines them. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Medium kick hits. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. The jump in is denied. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Throws him. What's next? Had the radar up and running. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 chases him down. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Beginning of the round. What will our fighters do? Oh! Well, thank you! Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Grabs him. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? KO. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point. Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Shows a medium jump. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Get up!
Jump? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. What's the next move? They must have a game untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect! Claps back. They're still in this. Had the radar up and running. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have just goes for it at this range. What a reaction to go air to air. Medium kick hit. What'll happen here? Breaks the block with a throw. That throws you some good damage. A super art? Broken blast. Now, can they finish the job? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Going in there. No hype man needed. This is the final round. Jump.
Saw that coming. Hadouken!
Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Blocks.
Hadouken!
Barely blocks the jump in. They exchange blows. Shrugs that off. Jingu Hadouken. Both sides getting ready. Dangerous Rick knocked them out of the air. Holy! There's a drive impact. Here comes the corner press. The low's blocked. Medium kick into. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Player 1 has a big drive gauge lead. Just with a sandblast. Jumps. Oh, they switch them all in with a rush. Oh, they pick this time to bust this out. Will this be enough to kill? Are you kidding me? Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Fighting round. 1-on-1.
Next up, stage selection. Are they going to go with their main character?
Let's get it. As a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard.
All right, I'm ready.
Crazy, but you is not
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
when it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love the break.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Gets. Player 2 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Gets a good read on their opponent, opts for the super arm. Can they further capitalize on that? From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Throws out a projectile. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Neither of them willing to back off here. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 is making this look so easy. Sandblast! They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What'll happen here? Both life and super hard gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. Smart play with the throw. Barely blocks the jump in. Low heavy. Risky up close scrap still go. They're going for the in there. I smell a comeback in the works. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Medium kick hits. Hits them with a stop and pop. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Now, can they finish the job? The low. What'll happen here? Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Connects with the throw. Oh, snipe! Yo, critical art now? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Flatline zone.
Let's go!
This match ain't over yet. Uses their drive gauge. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Good distance for a shot. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the throw. Is denied. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Medium kick hits. Oh, here we go. Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this kick throw. Oh, in with the uppercut. Player 1, genius read with that throw escape. Crowns on the ball. Shogeki. This could be make or break. They are done. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sets up with the jump in. From low heavy to smart play with the throw. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Neither of them willing to back off here. Taking stock. Throws him down. Steps in for the throw. Burns the drive gauge. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Gets the knockdown, and now going in. Caught in the cross-up. In there! Player 2 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws him. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Nails the anti-air. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Misses the drive impact. Medium kick hits. A quick breather. Reacts to the throw. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. In there! Player 1 is making this look so easy. Checking their reactions with a fireball? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Connects with medium kick. Uses the target combo as a filler. There's the change of side. Just goes for it at this range. The big flex. The broken jaw. Shoryuken!
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1 drops him hard. Back into the corner. Connects with the throw. Still scrapping for control of the space. Oh, here we go. Wrecks them. They gotta dig down deep here. Put the fear of God in them. I smell a comeback in the works. I guess they both like jumping. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Nails the anti-air. Scrapping it out up close. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Sandblast! They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have left in a flash. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. The no-fly zone. Breaks the block with a connects with the throw. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. This can lead to some big damage. Hits that with confidence. Can they use their resources wisely to pick up the win? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throw escape. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Throw whips. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Both fighters at even health. Knockdown. Holds out with the block. The jump-in is denied. All right, what's coming up next? KO. Player 1 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag. Beginning of the round, what will our fighters do? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. What's their game plan? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Lots of life to play with, and full SA meters. What will they do? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. What do they do with all that juice? Raw critical. What's gonna happen? Throws a fireball. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with a smart stuff. It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Spends the meter to throw on some massive damage. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big.
What's wrong? Get up! Hurry up!
The jump-in is denied. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Grabs him. Life lead opens up. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Takes in the throw. Player 2 is 1 win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? Gets the jump in. Who's going to start things off? Holds out with the block. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Picks the drive reversal. Earns a breather to reset the situation. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Still scrapping for control of the stage. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. It's a good spot to use the super. Oh, the throw connects. Amazing. They're trading attacks. It tries to act quickly, but with it, what a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build up.
Fighting round. 1-on-1.
Time to select a stage. The stage is set. It's time to select a character.
Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed.
All right,
Call me crazy,
I'm ready.
but you is not my side.
Now that our fighters have chosen their characters, it's time to go. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Lots of aggression from both sides. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 2 may have taken the first round, but you can be sure that there will be adjustments on both sides. Beginning of the round, what will our fighters do? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. The jump-in is denied. Player 1 has the meter lead. Knockdown. Gets the counter hit throw. Got their eye on the air. Grabs him. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive leads. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jumps up. Did the super art connect? Vulcan Blast! Player 1 drops him to half, closing the gap. Both fighters planning something? The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Round 3.
Player 1 is making this look so easy. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Hits him with a stopping bomb. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1 connects with the throw. Life lead is there, but they were not cleared for takeoff. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Big, low, reaching heavy. That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. The jump-in is denied. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Taking stock. Goes to the overdrive. Throws the fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Awesome! This is a critical point of the round where they just springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown. Snipes him out the air. Player 2 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Oh! The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 chases them down. The jump-in is denied. Taking stock. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 2 straight up put their opponent on a post. Goes air to air and takes their turn. That combo did decent. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. The big flex. The broken jaw. Shin Shoryuken.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? The jump-in is denied. No good up high. The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Will that drive impact get punished? Takes a trip. In a dire situation. They can't goes for the super art? The super doesn't hit! The kick hits! Player 1 is off to a good start and wins the first round. They'll want to keep dictating the pace of this match. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Starts off zoning with fireball. Opts for the super art. Spends the meter to throw on some massive damage. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Does a good job of pushing back. Taking stock. Player 1 has the meter lead. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They were not cleared for takeoff. Still lots of time left in this match. You could say that the real fight is about to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Counter hit throw there. That throw hits for a punish counter. They can't take out of it. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Misses the drive impact. Miss your mark with an impact and you're open to a punish. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. With the throw. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Throws them to negate the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Got their eye on the air. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Grabs and throws them away. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Damn ball critical. What's gonna happen? A clean KO. Nice meter awareness. KO. Player 1 is in the groove and almost there.
Round 4. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. You can feel they can't squander this punish counter chance. Jacq, nice counter. What a clean counter. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Knockout and still slugging it out at this range. Manages to block the jump in. Ooh, what a smart throw. Solid anti-air. Blocks it, throws them. Both sides getting ready. Both fighters are playing with the full control. Critical art now. A clean KO. Nice meter awareness. Flatline zone. The fighters have matched each other blow for blow. This fight will be decided in this final round. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Fires without warning. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Player 1, impact, squash. Clutch, anti-air. Throws him. What's next? Throw is denied. Anticipated that throw. Both sides getting ready. Oh, huge step. Ooh, what a smart throw. Noticeable life lead. Reads the jump in perfectly. Reads the throw and closes it out. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.